And I've got a picture here, and this is the picture that tells the whole story. This is James at Portage West, mopping the floor, doing his job. And think of it, he's been with McDonald's 48 years, 5 months, and 8 days as of today. That is quite a career. James was so eager to start at McDonald's that he said he would do any job. And his first shifts obviously involved mopping the floors. They also said he could be an official greeter. And they also said he could clean up the parking lot if he had time. And obviously he's come quite a ways since then. Now, when you think about 48 plus years doing the same job, he didn't make 50. He didn't make 50. And you know him, that's just not going to do. So what he had to do was convince his daughter, Lindsay, and of course his son-in-law, Ivan, that maybe for the next year and a half, he could slide under their payroll. And maybe if they're okay with it, he could help them out. Lindsay said she would, of course, love to have her father work for her. And who wouldn't? He's been an owner-operator who worked in head office in Chicago. He's got all the experience. The guy's a freaking icon. She said, well, he would have a very critical role in our organization. His first role would be to mop floors. Then he'd be an official greeter, and then he'd clean up our parking lot. So what goes around comes around in McDonald's, and I think that would probably be a great role for him.
What a pleasure it is for me to be here to talk to you about one of my favorite people in the entire world. If you're in this room, you're probably a really good friend of James, or he thinks you're pretty special. And if you're special to him, you are absolutely special to me and to our friends. One of the things we did when we were younger is we bought a house together. You know, Jamie would come home and say, okay, well, we got to do this, this, and this. And I say, can I just give you so much money a month and you look after all that? And he was like, oh yeah, please, that'd be awesome. We went hunting, and Jamie shot his first duck, and he was so excited. He was so excited. We didn't tell him later that it was kind of more like a pigeon. It wasn't really a duck. So we've traveled all over the place. We've had adventures in Canada, the US, Mexico, Europe. Is this a thing that you have to walk into every frickin' McDonald's on every street corner? Like, just hold on. I want to go give up some Big Mac coupons. And I'm like, Jamie, it's a train. Don't worry about it. It'll just be a second. We've lived each other's traumas and disappointments and excitement and successes. We've watched our kids grow up, and even though we've been far apart, we've been super proud of what they've done. I also have a certificate here that I want to read out. It says, Certificate of Excellence and Appreciation presented to Mr. James Harper, Honorary UC Undercover Operator, in recognition of your outstanding contribution to the Covert Drug Enforcement Operations Unit of the Winnipeg Police Service, 1984 to 1986, signed Chief Danny Smythe of the Winnipeg Police Service. So Jamie obviously is true as an amazing friend, and we've got all sorts of adventures ahead. And I'm going to save those for 2 years from now when we're doing this again. All right. Thanks very much, you guys. Way to go, James.
Jamie grew up in a very busy household, my parents and 5 of us kids. Jamie started to grow his attributes in an early age and tested my mom with determination, creativity, and manipulation. Jamie likes to win. Does not matter what, against who. For him, winning is his motto. But I have to say, he might win, but usually shares the win with everyone. He has unbelievable compassion, a strong sense of ethics, and a desire to help others succeed, and would be the best they can be. Thank you, Jamie, for all your philanthropy work you have done. It makes your family very, very proud. And you too, Tracy. Jamie loves family. I don't know any person that can have a stronger trait than keeping what you love close and being there for them. For him, it shows him his loving and supporting of all of us. It's been the best person you could be so that you can inspire your loved ones. Jamie was always such a kind brother. Thanks to Jamie, and on his recommendation, I started working at McDonald's as my first big job, and I loved it. I made so many good friends and earned money. What more could you ask for? To this day, I would follow you anywhere. Jamie, I wish you much well-deserved rest and relaxation. Throw your phone away for a week, just a thought. But we are so proud of you. You are the type of person who would give the shirt off your back for anyone. But for a change, I would like to give you mine. As my 2-3-year-old grandchildren would say, I love you, brother.
When I met James, I never saw him through that lens, that ketchup-stained lens of James being James, right? I met James as James. James, the dad to my girlfriend at the time, now my lucky wife. James. As I dove into the world of McDonald's, so did my exposure to James, and I got to really see what Lindsay had been telling me all these years. I was mentored by him growing through the restaurant ranks from assistant to supervisor, and our relationship evolved from boss to peer as Lindsay and I made the jump to owner-operator in 2017. Throughout James's career, there have been plenty of titles, milestones, perks, and so on that I imagine would be hard to walk away from. But I think what he'll miss most is his connection to people. Back in my Harpo days, I have so many memories of James building that connection. He leveraged all his experience to constantly elevate people to become more. He wasn't always interested in just making them better at McDonald's. He was interested in making them be better at everything. More importantly, I always noticed the pride on his face as he realized the positive impact he had on some of these people. I can see now, as I look back, at what kind of pride he must have felt when something that wasn't his to give, but his commitment to help us achieve came through for us. It provided us the life that we love, and we're very, very grateful for that. James had life plans too, but McDonald's got in the way and turned his plans into a dream. We should all be so lucky to find something like that in our lifetimes. Congratulations, James, on a career for the ages. All boxes checked. Time to go earn some well-deserved R&R.
With all the friends, everybody's got stories, but for you guys, you're gaining James, and for us, our team, we're losing our partner, our leader. I'm sure we'll be friends forever, but we won't be seeing him all the time. These past few years, amazing results. I've worked with James now for 7 years. Actually, I worked for James twice. I'm that good that he hired me twice, believe it or not. But James, on behalf of Team Harpo, thank you for leading us, keeping our standards so high that we could achieve all the great results that we have. And one thing to always remember, you will always be my secret bubbles.
Truly, during my 17 years, we went through a lot of obstacles which helped me learn and grow as a person. At times it wasn't easy, but James's influence really inspired me to be a great leader. The one thing I admire about James up to this point, he never wanted to be good at one thing. He wanted everything to be awesome. He wanted to be number one at everything. I truly enjoyed my last 17 years with James, especially 99% of it, because James loved percentages, so he always hated it when I used percentage, so that was for you. Lastly, I want to thank Wade. So because of him, JT and myself had the best last 2 summers of our lives, because James was in Kelowna most of those times, so thank you, Wade. I do want to appreciate you.
When I think about McDonald's, I don't just see it as a fast food chain. It represents a place where my dad dedicated countless hours, where he worked tirelessly to provide for our family, and where he built lasting friendships that became an extended family. As your daughter, I have had the privilege of witnessing the sacrifices you've made to provide for our family, and I couldn't be more grateful for your unwavering commitment. You've not only been a dedicated employee and business owner, but also a loving father who has always been there for us no matter the circumstances. Dad, you've imparted invaluable life lessons to me and our family, the values of hard work, perseverance, and dedication. So here's to you, Dad, on your well-earned retirement. May it be filled with joy, relaxation, and the same happiness you've brought to the countless others during your time at McDonald's. We love you deeply, and we're excited to be a part of this new chapter in your life.
We're so happy to be here to help you celebrate your big retirement, and we wish you all the very, very best.
The Murrayville gang loves you. We appreciate you. We appreciate your friendship, and you deserve this. You deserve this night, and you deserve to be celebrated. We love you very much.
And basically, I bought your lake house with the 5-5 losses in golf. Okay, now it's $5 a game on pickleball, buddy. And I'm gonna build my own lake house.
Yes, we're gonna teach you
congratulations, you're a great guy. Love you and your family, and I can't believe Tracy actually put up with you all this time.
One day back in 1980, I was standing behind the counter at Nairn Avenue McDonald's in Winnipeg when I saw our new first assistant manager walk through the doors. He was wearing a red bomber jacket, beige shirt with a chocolate brown tie and brown polyester pants. I was starstruck. James always said I was employed at McDonald's. I did not work at McDonald's. There may be some truth to that. And I may have had an allergy to working weekends. But I returned my uniforms when I quit. Once James learned to acknowledge that I was the president and CEO of Harpo Restaurants, things ran much more smoothly. All jokes aside, without these experiences, we wouldn't be here today. Your career with McDonald's has shown us the world, made us lifelong friends, and given us opportunities we could have never dreamed of. As difficult as it felt, I always admired your enthusiasm as you woke up each day excited to go to work. You have inspired so many, and I know that your legacy will live on through the countless lives you've touched. James, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your hard work to support our family. You have provided us with an amazing life, and I cannot wait to spend retirement with you. I love you.
The porter walks up, gives me a handwritten note, and says, Ron Marcoux, who is the president of Western Canada, wants you to call him immediately. He wants to know why you flew business class. But once I was done, I bolted out of that room before anybody could interrupt me. Of course, I've been had. It was the best prank ever. I went back into the room. James and his colleagues, standing ovation for the rookie accounting guy. It was a great start to a friendship with James and all of the operations people.
Not knowing you well at the time, you come out and do these incredible presentations, impeccably dressed, strategic, sharp, articulate. Oh, this golden boy from Winnipeg. Oh, Jesus, I mean, what's going on here? And then as time went by, as we got to know you, we were on a Boston Whaler together, really found out who you really were. A fantastic, genuine, people-oriented person, very strategic, great plan in business, great plan in personal life, and really admired that. And one of the kindest gestures you ever did for me is throughout all the conversations we used to have when you're in Chicago, you recommended and introduced me to a book, The Corporate Athlete. And you sent me a copy. And it was so perfect at that time in my career. And those principles about the corporate athlete, I lived by those principles every single day for years. So again, genuine caring for people and the things you used to do were phenomenal. I've never met anyone in my life with the capacity and the mental toughness that James Harper has. Your legacy is going to go down in my mind as people, 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 giving, 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 and charities, charities, charities.
I'm a McDonald's collector, but not like this. Like, this is ridiculous. It's bordering like, I don't know, insanity. But there's a gentleman here who's put the shine on the arches for almost 50 years. Like the McDonald's business, James approached life and sports with the ambition to always be the best. James, he was the best pitcher by far. No doubt. And I'm not just saying that because that's his retirement. He won MVPs. He won batting titles as a pitcher. And we went on to win 10 consecutive national titles. James, everything you've done, you've put everything into it, no matter what it is. We wish you both all the best. And remember, the retirement isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of an open highway. So James's time was up in training. But when James told me he had an opportunity to buy 3 restaurants back home, to me it's like winning a lottery ticket. When James and Tracy made the decision to go home, I couldn't be more happy for both. It's when we got to know the Harpers the best. It's when we became close friends. Our families would get together, and it's what I really appreciated the time. James and Tracy, on behalf of Brenda and I, we wish you the best. And we know you're going to a next chapter. It's not the final chapter, but let's hope it's the best chapter, because you've deserved it, you've earned it. You have an amazing run. Enjoy the next part of your lives together, and hope to see you around on the island every now and then.
You've been a boss, You've been a coach, a mentor, and a friend, and wish you all the best. Thanks.
Happy retirement, James. We hope you have fun, and we'll miss you.
You can get a senior copy of you. Really like James?
And after all these comments, I might be like Annie. I might stay another 10 years and just do another one of these later. I might just decide to stay here. And then you guys got a bunch of free drinks. So what? It's not easy being married to someone who's scared to retire. Tracy, it is easy to be married to you and always supporting our family, supporting our managers, supporting our community. Thank you for making the moves. We have had and will have a great ride in front of us. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I love you. I receive inspiration from my family, my friends, my fellow operators, as well as all of my employees and our guests. I thank each of you for making it here this evening, having an opportunity to have this event so that it's so important to me, so I could say thank you to you. A little question about what is next. I was asked a question from one of my original manager's wife. Who are you if you're not McDonald's? Who do you want to be? I still don't have an answer. It scares the shit out of me. What's next? As long as I have my family, all of them, and my friends, and my co-workers, past and present, I feel like I'm going to figure it out.